I'm here to help you with your first grade skills lessons. My name is Miss Jane, and today we're working on lesson 27. Let's get started. Today's objectives are to blend and segment single-syllable words and read some new tricky words, where, what, and when. Let's get starting with that blending and segmenting. Wiggle out your fingers to get them ready. Remember, to blend, we touch our fingers to our thumb. And to segment, we wiggle them as we say the sound. We've only got 4 today. Ready? Let's get started. At, fat. 3 fingers for fat. Wiggle them with me. At. Rough. 3 fingers for rough. Big. 3 fingers for big. Big. Last one. Clean. 4 fingers for clean. Good job. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Let's go right into our tricky words. First, we have this tricky word. When you sound this out, it's not quite right because it's tricky. The W you do hear, w, but the rest of it is tricky. This word is where. And this whole part is tricky. You only hear the w, and the rest says air. It doesn't look like that, so you just have to remember, when you see this word, it says where. What's this word again? Where. Repeat after me. Where did you get that soda? Where do you want to go on vacation? What's this tricky word? It's where. Let's look at another. If you sound this out, at, it's not quite what it looks like. It does start with w and end with t, but the sound in the middle is This tricky word is what. Say it with me. What. Repeat after me. What did you say? What do you want for dinner? What is this tricky word? It's what. Last tricky word for today. Does anyone know what this tricky word might be? When you sound it out, it says w, ch. That's close, but like one of our other tricky words, the H doesn't make a sound. That's the tricky part. You hear the rest of the word, ch, but the H is silent. What's this tricky word? Which. Repeat after me. Which jacket is yours? Which flavor ice cream do you like? What is this tricky word? Which. Let's look at those again. One more time. What is this tricky word? Where. And this tricky word? what? And this tricky word, which. Great work! Give yourselves a little round of applause. All of today's tricky words were question words. They help you find out more information by asking a question. At the end of a question, you always use a question mark. This is a question mark. When you ask a question, your voice goes up at the end. Listen carefully. Where did you go? Why do you like ice cream? What is the color of your eyes? At the end of a question, your voice goes up a little bit. When you're speaking out loud, it's easy to tell when someone's asking a question by the way they say it. On paper, we use a question mark to show that we're asking a question. Here are some other question words. Why, where, what, which, who, and when. We use these words to find out more information. Questions are sentences too. Even though they don't have a period at the end, they're still a complete thought, just like these questions and answers. Where did Nat and Dot get Bud? That's a complete thought, but it's a question. It has where at the beginning and a question mark at the end. Nat and Dot got Bud from the vet. That's not a question. That's an answer. It's a sentence, so we put a period at the end. What did the vet fix on Bud? That's a question. It's still a sentence because it's a complete thought, but it starts with what and ends with a question mark. The vet had to fix Bud's leg. That's a sentence too, but it's the answer to a question. It has a period at the end. The last thing we're going to do today is fill in some questions with their question words. We have when, where, why, what, which, and who. I want you to tell me which word you think fits best in the blank. Blank can sing the best. Who can sing the best? Blank did the van crash. Why did the van crash? You could also say, where did the van crash? Or when did the van crash? Those all fit. Blank did the bell ring. When did the bell ring? Blank is the sun hot. Why is the sun hot? Blank dress is black. Which dress is black? Blank is in the bag. What is in the bag? Sometimes it's tricky to fill in a missing word. You might have to try a couple before you can find the one that sounds right. If I said, which is in the bag, that doesn't really sound right. But what is in the bag does. If I said, where can sing best, that doesn't really make sense. But who can sing best does. That's all for today. You guys did a great job. I'll see you next time.